Thank you for sticking with me. Now, I just wanted to do a quick deep dive into what you're going to be needing to do for the checklist. So this is the assessment validation checklist, okay? You would have got it in your email. You also would have a copy of one that Cheryl had put together to show you what it needs to look like as well. But just very quickly to go over this for you, because I truly believe that it's easier when people show you, obviously. So the very first section is just the identifying information. So your name, the date that you do it, things like that. Your position, trainer, assessor, obviously. Then the qualification that you're validating. So that's the full qualification. And then the individual units that you're including in this assessment. Okay, number of students, things like that. So that's pretty simple. The next section is the learning materials review. This is just looking at everything that we give to students. So that could be online, it could be hard copy, and you would add it, you would click here or there, depending on which one it is, and you're looking to understand, do they contextualize the industry? Are the materials sufficient for the student to be able to, to complete them? Is the material clear? Things like that. Okay, we'll come back to that. If you say no, we'll come back to it. Okay, we're just trying to find where the problems might be. The physical resources review. Once again, this may or may not be relevant for you, but if you're working in the classroom, it's RTO provided, or workplace, obviously, you click that one. But we're looking at the physical resources. What's the room like? Is there enough technology there? What's working in terms of PowerPoint presentations or whatever it is that you're running when you're doing your classroom-based learning? Okay, so that's fine. We're just going to fill that one in. Now this is the bigger one. This is the one that's all about. So the assessment review, which is the point of today's exercise really, is to understand that when we assess the students' work, it fits within the criteria of ASQA, obviously. There are 7 different things to consider when you're looking at workbooks, third-party observation, whatever it is, that's fine. So you would click whatever you're using there. You would look at, is the assessment tool fair? Do students have clear and sufficient information to understand what we want them to do? Do we need more verbal or written instruction? Those things. And just whatever's going on, click it in there. If it's not, please mark down what's going wrong and so we can come back and fix it. So we're looking at fairness. Is it flexible? Does it meet the needs of individual learners? Because we've got people of so many different backgrounds, so many different needs, okay? Is it flexible enough to do that? Is it reliable? In other words, can you assess it and you get exactly the same assessment that I would? Okay, that's reliable. Then we're looking at validity. Are we actually measuring what we need to measure? All of those things. It's a little bit wriggly, but look, you guys, you know this stuff. Is it sufficient? Do we have enough evidence to meet the criteria? Is it authentic in terms of, is it the student's own work? Okay, so we want to avoid any copy and paste, don't we? And of course, is it current? So the currency is all about, is it up to date? Is what we do now, is that what the student will face when they go out into the workforce as a graduate? Okay. Last but not least, there's just one last bit. You only need to do this once, by the way, is the action plan. Now, you may not know what you want to do, and it's okay to leave it blank. I'll just put it together and sort of get some sort of a report, and of course, we'll just work out where to start from first and finish it from there. Just before I let you head off, I'll just show you one that Cheryl did, which is awesome, and it's gonna, and this has come in your email, so you will have a copy of it as well. But it just gives you a bit of a heads up of what she found when she went through the exercise. And I know Cheryl spoke about how useful it was for her. So that's also there for you as a reference. Brilliant. Thank you so much. Look forward to hearing from you soon.